Calling upon his reserves of resolve, he leaned hard over into a hairpin turn, his right knee grazing the macadam. Now upright once more, he was accelerating furiously into a tight, descending turn. Danger lurked around every bend along the old coast road. Flying home on a wing and a prayer, as the RAF Spitfire lads at No. 76 Squadron would have, back in the Battle of Britain. His iron steed was an unforgiving mistress on even the driest of the dry summer days. On a night like this, a twisting, curvy coastal road practically marinated in decades of Castrol motor oil? God help your boy. It was, Hawke thought, like racing a school bus across a frozen lake in a white-out snowstorm. As it happened, a suicidal vortex of 2 torrential maelstroms had come crashing ashore at the same time, yet he somehow remained in the saddle. Cannon to the left of him, cannon to the right, volleyed and thundered. One storm, boiling up from the southernmost reaches of the Caribbean, battered him from the right. The other, a veritable freight train, roaring southward from the turbulent North Atlantic, whipped at him from the left. Hawke had no illusions about himself now. He knew he was little more than a bit player, a sole actor occupying centre stage at this epic meteorological drama, The Tempest. God's perfect storm. But was he up to tonight's performance? The stomach for it? Or the huevos, as his Spanish friends call them? Alexander Hawke, age 35, had always kept himself in impeccable shape. His profession, senior counter-terrorism officer at MI6, demanded it. Rising daily at dawn and beginning with free weights, squats, push-ups and lunges, etc., the much-decorated fighter pilot performed the Royal Navy Airman's standard exercise routine with a vengeance. Afterward, a 6-mile swim in the open ocean, 3 miles down to Bloody Bay on Bermuda's north shore and 3 miles back. With his lean, muscular build, his sharply etched features, his prominent chin and aquiline Roman nose, his fine head of unruly black hair, and startling glacial blue eyes, which not a few London gossip columnists had said resembled liquid pools of frozen Arctic rain, he was no pretty boy. He was, in the end, simply a creature of radiant violence, a warrior to his molten core. Also, a gentleman spy, and a bit of a dandy for all that. A well-regarded citizen of London town of whom it was oft said, men loved to stand him a drink, whilst women much preferred him horizontal. Some wag once opined that this was the reason his mug had appeared so frequently on the cover of Tatler magazine's annual Bachelor of the Year edition. The overpowered Norton was now racing flat out on twisting, rain-slick roads. The bike was not cut out for this kind of a double, triple whammy confluence of typhoon crap. Most definitely not. The old girl was a dry-track bike, built for flats and racing against other vintage bikes, full stop. Not this bleeding nightmare. Bloody hell. Suddenly the bike went airborne. He'd completely miscalculated the sudden drop-off of the steep hill that made a sharp descent down to Blackbeard's Bay. Undaunted by his error, the decorated ex-Royal Navy fighter pilot summoned an old air combat trick. In the dogfight of your life, when all the chips are down and the fit has most certainly hit the bloody shan, with both your engines flamed out and a big fat bogey right up your arse and lighting off air-to-airs into the bargain, what do the magnificent men in their flying machines do then, flyboy? First, you mentally slow everything down. Relax your grip on the stick a bit and force yourself to summon up every ounce of luck, every bit of skill you've got, and even ones you've not, and you bloody well laser focus on perfecting a soft landing. Ah, here it comes. Hold fast, he said to himself, repeating the old credo of Nelson's Navy. Those 2 words, Admiral Lord Nelson's lifelong credo, tattooed on the underside of Hawke's left wrist, were his permanent reminder of a temporary feeling. Hold fast, in red ink, and acquired one very late red light night when he and his sidekick, Stokely Jones Jr., had been barnstorming about Bangkok's infamous soy cowboy district in hot pursuit of the rum-like Mekong Thai whiskey and other pleasures of the flesh. The wind and rain lashed the rider. Yet Hawke managed to zone in tight, but stay loose. Not fight the bike, but fly with your eyes, as he called his technique.